Hello, everyone, and today, in the spirit of the commercialization of Halloween, commercialization, and costumes, I bring a non video game article for you guys. The title is Halloween Store Removes Anne Frank Costume After Complaints. Link in description. So, an online retailer based in North Mankato, Minnesota, called Fun.com, had the dumb foresight of creating, marketing, and selling an Anne Frank costume. For those of you who don't know who Anne Frank is, I will give you a little bit of history, and then towards the end you'll see my little mini rant. It's not that the video is not that long. Okay, so first, if you don't know who Anne Frank is, you either are 11 years old or younger, or grew up in the part of the world that was mildly or minimally affected by World War II, which should be a very small percentage of you guys, but let's go on. So Anne Frank was a Jewish girl, yes, she's dead, that was born in Germany, and when she was really young, the Nazis took over her home country and started World War II. The Nazis were, and still are, horrible people. This is a non-argument. They promoted white supremacy and judging non-white humans as not even humans at all. They attacked and killed many people, gay, lesbian, other minorities, but the people that really got the main focus was the Jewish people. So basically the Nazis went on a killing rampage and tried to kill as many Jewish people as they could. They tried to eliminate the Jewish religion and the people from Earth. And actually, they got scarily close to their goal. I mean, it was pretty close. This was wrong, and genocide is also wrong. Whatever you are targeting, that's wrong. Genocide is wrong. Period. Okay, so Anne Frank was a Jewish girl, and in Nazi-controlled territory, that meant that she either had to A, flee the country, or most of Europe actually, B, stay and get killed by Nazis, or C, hide, which a lot of people did choose to hide. Many didn't want to leave their home country. I mean, who wants to leave their home country, right? Not too many people. Her family chose to hide. She was really young when this happened, so it wasn't really her decision. Long story short, a couple of months before the Nazis lost World War II, Anne Frank and her family were found and sent to a concentration camp. And the concentration camp is basically a slave prison meant to make those captured work until they died or killed beforehand. Either you worked or they just killed you. Whatever. They didn't really care. The Nazis, I mean. So that was Anne Frank, and Fun.com thought it would be a great way. It'll be great to keep her memory alive by making a Halloween costume in her name, and image, and likeness. You'll see the picture. There are so many things wrong with this action, or these sequence of actions, that I can't even talk about all of them. It'll take too long. Others will talk about the insensitivity, and rightfully so. Others will talk about possible anti-Semitism, which can also be true. Others are going to talk about pro-Nazi propaganda, and people can criticize this from many, many different points of views. Let me just say that when corporate profits are above all else, this is the result. I am angered and saddened by a world where a company thinks they can profit off the horrible history I described earlier. And they think they can because they actually can. I mean, back then, other companies, mainly companies that made stuff for the war, made money also. I mean, whatever happened to the good old days of slutty cop costumes and slutty clown costumes? Luckily, backlash has resulted in the ending of the sale of this costume. I applaud that decision in stop selling that costume, But I mean, come on, they really come this far already. I guess with all the political stuff going on, I guess people are willing to take more risks in both directions, but mainly in the far right direction. So that's all I wanted to say. Happy Halloween, and I do think that most of my viewers have the sense to not buy this costume, right? So I'll catch you on my next video. Have a good one.